Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for our beautiful Taurus friends in mid-December? It's a lovely time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus mid-December. What's the vibe? What's the energy for my good friends? Let's get this card out quick, super quick. Okay. Haven't seen this card in quite a while. Okay. And there's a certain complexity to the card in and of itself, even though it looks very simple. A lot of the things, a lot of the little tchotchkes on the desk, it just looks like a regular scene, like not much is going on here. But when we look deeper beneath the surface, that's what this card represents to me, looking a little deeper into something. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk about the card. So as you can see here, we have this woman. It's like she's holding a mask. One reflection, two, three reflections, all different angles. We have the Russian babushka dolls, which are always a doll within a doll, within a doll, within a doll. There's a lot of little moving parts, a lot of little items that can take our attention. Obviously, the masks. We're not going to go too much into the mysterious aspect of this card, where there might be more than what it seems. To me, it just feels like complexity. So for some Tauruses, maybe you're dealing with situations that are much more complex than what they seem on the surface, where it's like, all right, well, from someone on the outside looking in, it might seem simple, but when you're in it, that's when the whole dynamic shifts and changes. Aside from complex situations, it could be complex feelings and emotions, or just certain things that have a lot of nuance and a lot of layers. So whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, there's certain things where there's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of complexity to it. I would say the only thing to watch out for in this time, especially with this, is like a cluttered mind. So you might need to ground your energy down, because this, to me, could also represent having a lot on the mind, a lot on the brain. So we're just going to put that down right there. She could keep chilling out. We're not going to pry. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, and we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time here for Taurus. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Good vibe tribe last week, my friends. The reading was titled A Massive Win, so I hope you had one. Wins, victories, they come in all different shapes and sizes. So whether it's like a monetary thing, an interpersonal thing, maybe you had some really great days. Maybe you just felt all warm and fuzzy on the inside. That's a good thing. That energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. So again, hopefully you had a win of some kind to celebrate. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else. Let's get it going here. What do we got for Taurus? Yeah, that one from last week, it was like, yep, let's do it. It's like, let's jump into something with both feet. It was like green light. So I really liked it. Let's see what we have this week. What do we got for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, cool. So we might be continuing on with the good vibes. We're going to get that tucked in right here. Let's get a couple more, and then we'll really start piecing it together. Lots of aces in the earth signs this week, which I think is a good thing. And Page of Wands, a lot of fresh energy. Okay, lots of communication too. That's one thing we could definitely talk about, because these cards have a lot of things in common. So let's get that page there. One more card, and we'll start piecing this together for Taurus. What do we got? Thank you. Oh, okay. A card like wanted to come out, then it didn't want to. All right. So we got a little mystery showing up here, huh? Maybe that's why we had the complexity card, but we got the moon here on the back. I feel like all this energy is energy you can work with initially. That's initially what's popping into my feelers here. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. At first glance, I always like to look at the elements. You have a nice balanced elemental profile this week, my friends. You got earth, fire, water, A lot of it is very much complementary with you, especially the earth and the water here. And it's always important to look at the elements because it tells me how it might clash with the zodiac sign or how it will run smooth. And a lot of this energy seems to be smooth running so far. I don't want to jinx it, but we got the earth in the front end, which could represent feelings of security. That's your power element. It could represent work, family, business, um, you know, living situations. It's just the world we live in. That's what I think of with the earth. The downside to too much earth energy, it could feel a little stuck. It's a little slow to change, a little slow to move. In the center, we have the action element, the fire. So whether it's the actions we take, the actions others take, it's the internal fire within us. So think of vitality, think of energy levels, think of passion, drive, and motivation. That's what I think of with fire. So we're going to have to see what that's all about. Big communication cards right here in the front end too, and we'll get into the details of that. The downside with too much fire energy, it could be unpredictable, right? It could be a little explosive, especially with that page of wands. So we'll want to keep a very close eye on that. On the back end, we have another complementary energy for you. We have the water. So the emotional realm, the internal realm. So creativity, creative pursuits, creative expression, partnerships, people that we care very deeply for, one's emotional state. These can all be in play with the water. The downside to the water energy is that it's not really that stable, right? It's always flowing, it's always moving, it's always changing shape. So there could be a lot of ups and downs. But let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, I love all aces. I say they represent offers, opportunities, conversations, talks, messages. It's a nice, fresh, youthful type of energy right here on the front. And you got the Ace of Pentacles, the one that I like to call the golden opportunity card. So this is great. And you see here, as I'm dragging the card away, the universe is like holding out the pentacle, where it's like, ah, here you go, Taurus. All you got to do is take it. All you got to do is reach out and grab this pentacle, and it's all yours. This is always a good omen, a positive omen, especially for the material aspects of life. So money, work, business, security. Love it. Now, the downside that comes with aces, even the Ace of Pentacles, even though it's Earth, they're never a guarantee. So it's an energy where it's like, all right, it looks good. There's a lot of potential, but you still got to grab that. Like these are limited time only types of energies. I always say that about the aces. They're not fully realized. So either you got to grab it or it needs to fall right in your lap. And there is a possibility for that with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, sometimes they could be a little flighty, a little flaky. So we'll look at it, of course. Could be a conversation, especially the written word when we have a pentacle. So it's something we definitely want to circle back on. Now, moving to the middle, as we get this Ace of Pentacles right there in its spot, we got the Page of Wands, and pages have a lot of similarities to aces because they're that fresh, youthful type of energy. So new beginnings, clean slates. Those are both here on the front. All pages are students, so it's like learning new things, taking in new information. So now's a great time for any Taurus to learn new things or new skills. But the Page of Wands is a big talker. It's a chatterbox. It's yapping away. So, like when I have the Ace of Pentacles and this guy together, they're like yapping. They're talking very much back and forth. If you're connected to a fire sign, this could represent them. I like the Page of Wands. It's an energy that can burn itself out, though. That's the downside to the Page of Wands in particular, where it could get so hyped up about something that it could overdo it or do a little too much and like completely burn itself out. So it could be super important in this time to focus your energy and prioritize the proper things. Like, don't waste your energy on stuff when this card is here. I would say that in general, but especially when the Page of Wands is here. And it does have that explosive unpredictability, the volatility. So we will look at them. Now, moving to the very back end, the reason I find this all so fascinating is we have the moon, the biggest card of mystery in the whole entire deck. Now, as far as zodiac goes, this could link to Pisces. Some readers also give it to Cancer. So you might be connected to Pisces or Cancer. That doesn't have to be the case. This is a very subtle energy, whereas these ones are presenting themselves. So like, hey, Taurus, here we are. Grab this pentacle, talk to this page. This one is like, not so much. It's like an energy that's working in the background. It's a card of intuition, of dreams, intuitiveness. It's very psychic. But when I see it, it's just a very subtle energy. So we do want to look at it and see what's up. But I don't want to say it's a downside. It is the most mysterious card. Notice that it's dark, it's shadowy. So, in the good sense, it could just be something you don't see coming, something a little surprising or unexpected. In the roughest sense, this card can represent purposefully obscuring things, purposely hiding things. Sometimes this card could be very hush hush secretive. So, we do want to look at it, especially when there's so much communication going on around it. It's like, all right, we're avoiding this. We're avoiding something. So watch out for avoiding certain topics of conversation. Um, I want to dive deeper on all of this, Taurus. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. What do we got for Taurus, please? My guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Ace of Pentacles. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's get that ace going. Why is that ace here? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups in reverse underneath it. So it's like, here, do you want this? Maybe not. To me, it feels like keep away. Where it's like, oh yeah, let's do something. No, let's reschedule. It's like giving me that kind of vibe. So again, I'm not saying it's somebody being malicious or doing it on purpose, but it's like, I want to say something. Let me think about it. Or, oh, I want to do this thing. Let me really think this through. So there's like a little bit of resistance here on the front end, especially with the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, if this card was in the upright, this energy is going to let it rip, right? Like this energy flows, it's open. In reverse under the Ace of Pentacles, it's very shy, it's very bashful. So there might be someone that wants to talk to you and they're nervous to bring up a subject, or they might want to say something to you and they might not be sure how you're going to react, or maybe that's how you're feeling towards somebody else, where it's like, I want to have this conversation, I want to send this message, but how is this person going to react? Maybe I should think this through. It's giving me that vibe. I know it's super specific, I feel like I'm doing it personal, but it doesn't feel like somebody giving something and taking it away necessarily, but it's like, I will do this, I'll change my mind. It's like I'm kicking the can down the road. So whether it's you, whether it's somebody else, it's like, I intend on doing something, but not yet. That's the vibe. Let's keep going. I don't want to over talk it. I think you get what I'm saying. We'll talk about it more when we get to the recap. So let's go in on that Page of Wands. Maybe the energy will shift out, right? So why is the Page of Wands here for Taurus? Thank you. Cool. Cool. I like this. Lots of people here, Taurus. And I'm not sure if these are literal people or just energies that are coming your way. I know we said it very early on within the reading that there's a certain complexity to your energy, and this could be part of it. There's tons of court cards, tons of people. Not sure who they are. Is it your social circle? But I like the King of Wands because this energy is bold. Where like this one is much more restrained, this one is very much bold and kind of in your face. So to me, it's like somebody that dominates a conversation. They dominate in general. Page of Wands with the King of Wands, it's like, no, I'm just going to keep pouring it on, pouring it on, pouring it on. Whereas this energy is very considerate and cautious about what it says and how people react and how things are going to present themselves. This one is a little bit reckless, to be honest with you, or confident. Let's not frame it in a bad way, right? I don't like framing things in a negative way, but this energy here is bold, it's intense, it's kind of aggressive, it's in your face. Whereas this one is the total opposite. So it's like we have these two different extremes going on. Watch out for any individuals that are just a little too pushy or a little too much. If you're the type of Taurus where you respond badly to people trying to pressure or bully or anything like that, this is an energy you want to watch out for, because that can be a bit of a warning. But I still want to see where it goes when we get to the moon, because there's a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of conversation going on. It seems like this one is dominating the narrative, though, when I see the King of Wands, where it's like, oh, no, no, no. I know what I want to talk about, and I will address it. Like this energy in the center does not mince words. So could this be an energy that was once like this that changes? Sure. It just feels like there's multiple energies here, though. But let's keep going. Let's see what the moon has, and we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So lots of people, lots of chit chat, lots of different energies here. So why is the moon in the mix? Thank you. Okay. So we have more people showing up. So I'm actually going to put one out as a bonus, because I can't believe two more court cards popped out. We have almost the whole zodiac here. So we got the Knight of Swords in the upright underneath this moon card. This screams surprising or unexpected action coming in. It does. And then with the bonus card that came out with it, we got our good pal there, Mr. King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, chilling there with a goblet. He's having a good time. So you see, it's like the crew's all here. So if you're feeling social, if you feel like you want to socialize, this is a great thing. If you're more of a solitary Taurus, this energy could be a little bit uncomfortable because there's just so many people. So maybe you're a hot commodity, right? Maybe a lot of people want your attention. But let's focus in on this Knight of Swords. Knights are also communicators, messengers, but this one's coming in hot. This is the fastest moving one. And when I see it with the moon and this guy coming in out of the blue, it's like unexpected action or surprising action or very sudden, because it's like we have this energy, I'm a little unsure, then this energy gets aggressive, then this energy responds. It's like we have action, reaction. So we have, I don't know why this bully energy is here. It's so unique. I feel like I'm doing it personal. Only take it how it hits for you. But yeah, with the moon and the Knight of Swords, I can't think anything else except sudden or unexpected action. So is it somebody acting in a way that you don't normally experience? That's very possible. Could it be somebody reacting in a way where, like, oh, maybe they get triggered a little bit? Maybe something is said or someone comes off a little too harsh and they get triggered, and then boom, it's a super aggressive pushback. Or could someone make a move that you're not expecting? It could be all of those. That's how this feels to me. There's just a lot of people and there's a lot of different ways the energy could go. So, again, could it be a reaction? Absolutely. I feel like there's a buildup to it. Even though it is like kind of unexpected, surprising, or sudden, it feels like there was a buildup to it. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadows. So, as you can see, tons of people. If you look in the box, we got pages, kings, knights, the whole thing. We don't have many queens here, but that's okay. Position number one, we start with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups in reverse. And this, to me, felt very unsure. Should I say it? Maybe not. How are they going to react? It's like just very unsure of itself. Holding back. There's some tension there. Then this energy in the center with the Page of Wands, King of Wands. I don't want to say it's like a bully, but it's just super in your face. The energy to me is kind of overpowering. Where like, I'm not sure if this is someone overpowering another person or overpowering a narrative or a change in someone's demeanor. That could be it as well. Because when we get to the back end, we have the moon, the mystery with the Knight of Swords, the reaction or action. It's like unexpected out of the blue or sudden. So there was a build up to it. There is a build up to it, even if you don't quite see it. So that's just something to really keep an eye on through the week, like people's actions and reactions. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What do we got for Taurus? What do we got for our friends? Oh, okay, I'll take it. Three of Pentacles. So it's funny, we have like the card of teamwork. When we have all these different people, the Three of Pentacles is one of the cards that represent like work, hobbies, things that we work towards, but it is one of the big cards of our circle, our group of people, whether it's people we want to work with or people we have to work with. It's like, oh, this person's around, I got to deal with it. That's the vibe here. Now, the good thing about the Three of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work. If you need help, if you need assistance, don't be afraid to ask for it. It's really, really good for that. But the downside to the Three of Pentacles is somebody potentially making something more difficult than it needs to be. So like when we see all this kind of stuff and a lot of these moving parts and moving people and actions and reactions, just watch out for any funky group dynamics or group drama or getting pulled into other people's stuff when I see this in the shadows. So we're going to move these guys. We're going to put this Three of Pentacles down right there, Taurus. And yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like further clarification on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. My December schedule is live right now, and the spots go quick, so go check it out, see what's available if you want to have a chat with me. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks for all skill levels, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot cards, which one do you resonate with most? When you see it in a reading, it's like, yeah, that's me. Put your answer in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.